Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome all of you in the lecture 8, in which we will study the energy budget, comparison between the photosynthetic process and respiration, and then we will compare aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So, in today's lecture, we will cover these three topics, inshallah: the energy budget of respiration and comparison between photosynthesis, respiration, and then aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Dear students, our first topic is energy budget of respiration. In the budget, you know that budget this term refer to the economics, and which tells us about our expenses and our income, that how much we are yielding and how much we are spending. So it is called budget. Budget is an economic terminology. Here we will discuss that how much energy molecules, how many energy molecules definitely are ATPs, how much ATPs we get from different steps of the respiration, aerobic respiration, and what are their details. So first I will tell you about glycolysis. The glycolysis in glycolysis, our product was the 2 NADH and 2 ATPs was our net production. But I told you that in NADH of the glycolysis, 1 NADH of glycolysis will give us just 2 ATPs, rather than that NADH which was formed in the Krebs cycle will give us 3 ATPs. The only reason that these NADH are formed because glycolysis whole process usually takes place in the cytoplasm. So these NADH need to be transported to the mitochondria, and that is an active transport. One NADH molecule expenditure of energy required 1 ATP. We need to transport 1 NADH molecule. So we will calculate the net production from the 1 NADH. We will get 2 ATPs. There is no other. You have to keep in mind that this difference is just due to the transportation expenditure. There is no other reason behind this mystery that why 1 NADH of the glycolysis give us 2 ATPs and the same molecule NADH in Krebs cycle gave us 3 ATPs. The only reason is the transportation issue. The transportation, it need to be transported because it will give us energy in the electron transport chain, because it is an energy harvesting process, and that energy, that NADH transportation need 1 ATP molecule. So here we have 2 NADH. So 2 NADH mean we will get 2 multiplied by 2, 4 ATPs plus 2 ATPs are directly formed. So the total yield will be 6 ATPs. Then in Krebs cycle, we got 8 NADH molecules, and each NADH molecule gave us 3 ATPs, so 3 8s are 24. So 24 is the ATP number that we get. 2 FADH, 2 molecules are also formed, which each FADH2 gave us 2 ATPs, so 4 ATPs, and one step which I skipped in my previous lecture, that in Krebs cycle 2 ATPs are also directly formed. two ATPs directly formed. So two ATPs, so the total 24 plus 4 and plus 2 is 30 ATPs, and that will be converted into energy in the electron transport chain. But two ATPs are directly formed, and here I want to add another point that GTPs are formed. Usually guanosine triphosphates are formed, but they soon convert into ATP. So two ATPs in one, two ATPs is the yield of total yield of the Krebs cycle. Along with that, we got 30 ATPs plus 6 carbon dioxide molecules we got, and then in electron transport chain. In an electron transport chain, nothing occurs, but these all steps usually occur in the electron transport chain, in which from NADH, FADH2 ATPs are yielded. In electron transport chain, additionally 6 water molecules are formed. So our total yield is from glycolysis. How many ATPs we got? How many ATPs we got? We got 6 ATPs from glycolysis. From Krebs cycle we got 30 ATPs. So our total ATPs that we got are 36. Our total yield of energy is 36 ATPs. Additionally, we got 36 ATPs. We got 6 carbon dioxide molecules plus 6 H2O. And water, in my previous lecture I told you that water is formed in the result when oxygen enters into the cycle, into the reaction, and oxygen is the final electron acceptor, and it forms water molecules. So from overall aerobic respiration, we got 36 ATPs, 6 carbon dioxide molecules, and 6 water molecules. So this is the energy budget of the cellular respiration. Hope that you have understand it well. I will give you a quick summary again. 2 NADH and 2 ATPs is the product of the glycolysis. 1 NADH of the glycolysis gives us 2 ATPs. 2 NADH means 2 multiplied by 2, 4 ATPs, and 2 direct ATPs are formed, so 6 ATPs the yield. In Krebs cycle, we got 8 NADH, 1 NADH gives us 3 ATPs, and it multiplied with 8, so 24 ATPs, 2 FADH2 molecules are formed, 2 multiplied by 2, 4 ATPs are formed, and 2 ATPs are directly formed in the Krebs cycle. So, total number of ATPs are 30 and plus 6, so 36 ATPs. Along with that, in Krebs cycle, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide usually yielded, and 6 water molecule in electron transport chain finally we get. So this is all about the energy budget of the aerobic respiration. Our next topic is the comparison between respiration and photosynthesis. Our next topic is the comparison between photosynthesis and synthesis and respiration this is comparison. The comparison between the photosynthesis and respiration are differences between the photosynthesis and respiration are very clear. All of you, it's clear, but we will one by one, each and every point, we will compare both of the processes. Here I will write photosynthesis. And here I will write respiration. The first comparison I will do on the basis of metabolism. At how they both are different from each other in metabolism. So, photosynthesis is anabolism. And respiration is catabolism. What does it mean? It means that it is a synthetic process in which synthesis usually takes place, and catabolism is a destructive process. So usually energy is being yielded here, and here energy is stored. So this is anabolism and this is catabolism. The second difference is energy investment or production. So here in photosynthesis, the light energy is converted into chemical energy in CH bond, because carbohydrates are formed. But here the ATPs are produced by breaking the CH bond. Here the light energy is converted into chemical energy, and here that bonds are broken and energy is released in the form of ATP. This ends at the third comparison that I want to do is on the basis of organism capable of. Third, organism capable of usually photosynthesis takes place in those organisms which have the chlorophyll, like plants, some bacteria, okay, not all bacteria, algae, respiration occur in all organisms. If it is autotrophic or heterotrophic, in all organisms, whether they are plants, bacteria, fungi, in every organism, the respiration takes place. Second is the site of occurrence. Photosynthesis usually takes place in chloroplast. Chloroplast is a specialized membrane-bounded organelle which have a specific pigment called chlorophyll, and respiration takes place in cytoplasm. No doubt, glycolysis, step of cellular respiration takes place in cytoplasm, plus mitochondria. Time of occurrence. Time of occurrence. It usually present at the daytime when there is light, there is abundance of light. But respiration is a light independent process, so all time it usually occurs. But in my previous lectures I told you that usually in plants the daytime the photosynthesis is more as compared to the respiration, and at the night respiration is predominant on the photosynthesis. But there are two times of the day which are called compensation times, where the rate of photosynthesis is equal to the rate of respiration in plants, and that times are morning and evening. Before the sunrise and after the sun goes down, there is a slight light present, and in that slight light usually photosynthesis is carried out, the latest photosynthesis, but at that time both of the processes become equal. But in animals there is no photosynthesis at all because they are heterotrophic. They have no that type of machinery which is capable to perform photosynthesis. But respiration all animals can perform, whether aerobic or anaerobic. All organisms, whether it's plant, this bacteria, fungi, animals, all organisms can perform respiration, and respiration is a continuous process. So this is the comparison between the photosynthesis and respiration. Next topic we are going to differentiate aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. First of all, aerobic respiration and second is anaerobic respiration. These are the two types of respiration. We studied them in detail. Anaerobic and aerobic. And here are the properties. On which properties they are different from one another. The first property is the presence of oxygen. So I put yes here or here. I think so here. And here no. It occurs in the absence of oxygen. It occurs in the presence of oxygen. The second property is the number of ATPs. ATPs are produced here, and here just 2 ATPs. And these are that ATPs which were found in the glycolysis. And 36 ATP, how 36 number of ATPs are found? In previous topic we explained them in detail. The final product. Now come to the final product. The final product of the aerobic respiration is the carbon dioxide, water, and in anaerobic respiration we have, if it is lactic acid fermentation, lactic acid, and if it is alcoholic fermentation, then ethyl alcohol, plus carbon dioxide. There is no carbon dioxide formation in lactic acid fermentation. The site of occurrence is it is cytoplasm plus mitochondria. And it is just occur in the cytoplasm. There is no involvement of the mitochondria in anaerobic respiration. And the last one is its importance. It is a major source of energy for all living organisms. It's called a vital process. Vital process is that process in living organisms. Without that process, living organism can't. Life is not possible. So life is not possible without the respiration. So it's a major source of energy. Anaerobic respiration importance is, although the energy amount is low, but still it have a key importance in industries, beverages industries, bakeries. They have key importance. Fermented products available in bazaars and markets usually as a result of anaerobic respiration, and a very important revolutionary importance when there was no oxygen. When there was no oxygen, how life gets started? In the absence of oxygen, the only way was anaerobic respiration. So, and sometimes even in humans, if you are doing vigorous exercises and you need a continuous supply of oxygen and there is a shortage of energy, then and shortage of oxygen actually, and then you got a shortage of energy. That shortage of energy is fulfilled by the anaerobic respiration, but it is a costly process too, and secondly it have many drawbacks. Health hazards also are related with anaerobic respiration, so both are important on its own way. On its own way, both processes are important. Dear students, it was all about bioenergetics, and in this topic we explain all the topics which are a part of this chapter. Hope that you have learned these topics. There will be two assignments in this chapter which will be given to you people inshallah through WhatsApp group, and you need to submit it. Along with these all explanations and lectures in the bioenergetics, if you people still feel any problem, any sort of problem, a bit of problem, confusion, conceptual confusion, frankly place your question in our online session. I will definitely answer your questions, but your questions should be related to the topics. Thank you so much. Inshallah, the next lectures will start in chapter 8. So see you next time. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.